I'm surrounded by fabric here. Let me show you a border print striking. I have knits and wovens, and I've been to the fabric district in Santiago, Chile, if you want to have a nosy. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing, and we don't just talk about sewing, we also talk about fabric in this channel because I think they go hand in hand. I love sharing my fabric hauls and give you an idea about a general plan I might have for the fabric. Maybe not a specific pattern, but at least a style, because I do have that at the back of my mind when I buy fabric. Although sometimes later down the line I might change my mind and it becomes something else. I like giving you these ideas. This is also a bit of a catch up, you know, if you're interested to know what's going on here behind the scenes at Lifting Pins and Needles. If you have been following the channel for a few years, every summer I come to Chile and stay with my parents. I'm never in Chile, this is where I'm from, I'm Chilean. And when I started the channel, I used to live in Bolivia. Then I moved to Brazil and we've been in Brazil for about 5 years now. I usually spend all of December and a bit of January here with my parents. Then I go to another city and stay with my in-laws for a bit, and then I go home. It gets really busy for me because I don't just want to take all that time off YouTube because I can't do that. So that means I have to travel with fabric sometimes, travel with plans, sometimes some videos are half cooked, half baked for you, but my plan is always to keep the channel running. And yeah, it's a little bit of fun trying to adapt. I'm in the guest bedroom right here. I've just cleared out one of the corners so it's nice for filming. I love filming outside, but in the site next to ours, there's a bit of construction work going on and they're cutting metal, so it's a no-go today. And around me here, I have some fabric. I'm sitting on a bed. I've got a table right here. There's fabric everywhere and I'm really happy to share. Now, let me show you what I'm wearing. Last Friday, I showed you my compose robe. So that's what I'm wearing right now. It's really early in the morning. It's really cold here and I love it. And guess what? You know, when I traveled on the plane the other day, this is what I wore on the plane. So just before getting in the plane as such, I just put this on and it was such a good call because it's so freezing in planes. There's like cold air everywhere. I always freeze in planes. And I was able to just put my hood on that's double, it's lined, and get my pillow and go there, and I slept the whole trip. Oh, it was so wonderful. Anyway, I know I can pull this off as regular clothes if I really want to. No one would have known it was a robe. So yeah, it's about 7 in the morning and here in Chile, even though it's summer, it's 8 degrees. What is that in Fahrenheit? I'll put that on the screen, what Fahrenheit. I used to be able to do the conversion in my mind when I used to live in the States, but I have to do a refresher on that. I arrived in Chile. My dad was there to pick me up. He had to travel about 6 hours to get to the capital. We stayed in a hotel in the city center, ready for Wednesday early morning, head over to the fabric district. My dad came prepared with an extra little suitcase, you know, those carry-on type suitcases. He brought that from home empty so we can go fabric shopping. We took the metro there. It's like the subway and super easy to get there. I go every year. I look forward to going there so much because I only go one day. It's like the trip. And we spend a few hours there with my dad. It's a sort of father and daughter bonding thing. He loves going there. This time I was quite restrained. I knew in my mind I wasn't just going to get any fabric, although I would have. I wanted to get fabric types that are hard for me to find in Brazil, in variety and colors and things. For example, Ponte Roma is a fabric I can barely find in Brazil. And if I do find it, it's in solids and I don't really like the quality. The texture is not that nice. And I remember last year getting very beautiful Ponte Roma here and I always thought I should have gotten more. So that was one of my goals. Same as some sweater knits, hard to find over there. I just can't find enough variety, maybe because it's just not that cold over there, but here I can also find really nice lightweight sweater knits, which I love. And then I was just gonna see what was gonna fit in the suitcase. Let me show you a clip of one of the big shops I go there. Hi everyone, I arrived in Santiago, Chile last night. We stayed over in a hotel nearby and today I'm at the fabric shop. There at the back is my dad. He's coming with me and we have a little suitcase. That's how we're gonna be carrying our fabric around. So let me show you around this shop. It's huge. Every time I come here, I stay a really long time. It's such a huge shop and it's a little bit dizzying because there's just so much in here. prices are pretty good, so I'm limited by what fits in that little suitcase, so I'm just gonna have to really think about what I get. I really can't find Ponte Roma in Brazil. It's just a fabric that you can't find anywhere, but behind me there's a whole bunch. There are 2 of these prints that I got last year. I knew I was gonna come back and get a few more, so just let me show you. Look at all this Ponte Roma. It's so beautiful. I got some of this last year. I have this print and that print, and I always wish I'd got more. Look at this houndstooth print. There's just so many lovely pontes here, and they're really soft. It's a type of ponte that has a bit of drape, which I like. It's not too stiff, and when you touch it, it's really soft. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of damage with this ponte here. So last year I picked up 2 of these prints, and I always regretted not picking up any more. Same, I didn't have enough space to bring that much fabric. And Ponte Roma is such a lovely fabric to work with. It's a knit, it stretches, but when you're sewing with it, it doesn't curl or flip or slide. It sort of behaves like a woven when you're sewing with it. It's so lovely to sew, so beautiful. So I was just so excited to get more of these. I had already made 2 garments with these lovely ponte prints. One of them was a Metra blazer, and that ponte just is so wonderful. It's a little drapey, it's soft, but still heavy at the same time. I think it's got a lot of rayon component in there. So lovely, and I love that Metra blazer. I always regretted not getting any more of that fabric. And then in that same type of print in a blue colorway, I made the Fraser cardigan from Love Notions. And by the way, the Fraser cardigan is the feature Friday pattern for today, Friday, 2nd of December, only today. I do have a full tutorial on the channel showing you how to sew that curved band. I really love that style because I've seen other patterns that have that curved shape, but then you add on a rectangle band. And when you're trying to fix a rectangle to a curve on such a large area like that in such a wide shape of a band, you always get pockets, and then it tends to come in and it just doesn't look and sit right. Whereas with the Fraser cardigan, that band is curved and it follows the shape and it just falls beautifully. I just love it so much. So if you're interested in this pattern, I think it's really unique. I'm just really bummed I didn't have enough time to make another one. Yeah, the last couple of days before my trip were really hectic. But now I have a bunch of other fabrics that are going to work perfect for that Fraser cardigan. Find my affiliate link down below in the description box if you're interested in the Fraser cardigan. Extra small to 5X, full bust and a standard bust. Lovely. You can also sew it with a hood. So let me show you the other Ponte Romas I got. They're the same quality, the same as those other ones that I got. Just different prints this time. I have 4 of them here. And then I'm still thinking I should have gotten more, you know. So, you know, this looks like it's some type of wool. That is the type of print that it is, but it's just a print, you know, it's not that type of weave. It's a Ponte Roma. And gray, black, white, it's just so gorgeous. I think it's really elegant looking as well. I got enough 2 meters to make a blazer or a cardigan, whichever, but something like that. Maybe even a jacket. You know, if you have a shirt pattern that has a lot of ease, nicely oversized, I think you could get away with making it in Ponte Roma. Just interface the collar pieces with a very lightweight interfacing, and you'll get rid of the stretch in the fabric, and then you would just be able to sew it on like normal, like any other collar, and you'll be sweet, ready to go. So I might end up making a jacket with one of these. Now look at this. This is also the type of print that looks like it's a wool tweed material, boucle or whatever. This has burgundy and yellow. Yellow is not my color, but I don't think it's that predominant in the print. I do like the pink and the grays and the blacks, so I think I could get away with a bit of yellow there in the print. You know, if it would have been more yellow in there, I wouldn't have gotten it, but I thought, yeah, let's try a color that's not my color, see if I can sneak it in there. It's not that I don't like yellow, I do like it. It's just that I know that like full on yellow around my face makes me look even more yellow because I have a bit of a yellow undertone. So then I got another colorway. They're all the same, but just different colors. And this one has blue and like a camel color along with a gray. So gorgeous. With one of these, I want to make something that looks like a Chanel jacket, but it's not, and it's going to be neat. So I'm going to have fun figuring that out. I'm not sure what pattern I'll use, but it'll be pretty simple. Then I got this ponte that is not the same. This is different. This is like a teal color with these types of small hexagon shapes. And I just got 1.3 meters here to make some type of fitted dress because I like wearing that. But I have shoes and a handbag in this color and not many things to go with. So this is another ponte. So those are the pontes I got. I want to make my dad a hoodie. He doesn't have many casual clothes, and I know it gets pretty cold around here. I've seen some of his hoodies, they're looking pretty old. So I asked him, do you want me to make you a hoodie? The only thing I've ever made my dad are some jeans, quadro jeans from Thread Theory Designs. I think that's the only thing I've ever made my dad. So I'm keen on making him something else. Treat him, The day we were shopping, it was his 70th birthday. He turned 70 that day, and he spent the day fabric shopping with me. I treated him to a nice breakfast and lunch. We had a whole day together, so that was really nice. He chose this grey sweatshirting. It's fleece backed, so it's nice and fuzzy and warm. And because I bought it in a shop that sold fabrics for sweatshirts, they had the matching ribbing, which is something I've never been able to find. Like, I'm always trying to find something that matches, but this is actually the exact same color. So I'm really happy to have the ribbing for the band and the cuffs and whatever I need. I got quite a bit, so I have some left over. So I'm going to do something to make it look special. It's not going to be just a boring sort of hoodie. It'll have some extra things that I need to think up. But that'll be fun. I'll do that while I'm here. Now, I buy swim fabrics. It's not that I'm just going to make swimsuits. I've been known to make other things with swim fabric. For me, it's about the print. It's about the possibility of getting wet in those garments. So I got this black and white one. It's so beautiful. It's so cold, and like swim fabric is. I think it's really nice. So I think I got 1.5 meters of this. Love it. And then I found this one I could not resist, with purple and grey. It's just really cool. Remember from Sinclair Patterns, I made a navy skirt. It was a little skirt, really short, with little shorts underneath and a curved waistband all in one piece. I think that would look really nice in this type of fabric, and then I could just wear a black swim top, like a black rash guard on top. Anyway, just possibilities. I love the print, so I couldn't pass it up. I always find really nice swim fabrics. There's a shop that specializes in them there in that neighborhood. So I always stop by and I always get 1 or 2, I only got 2 sweater knits this time, but they are very lightweight sweater knits, so soft.
Almost transparent, but it's got some burgundy tones. It's just so lovely. I love it so much. Super pretty.
I think I got 1.5 meters, just enough, just a long sleeve sweater, something like that. And then this other one is really pretty as well. It's got brown and grey tones. I think it's a bit of snake print or like leopard print, I don't know. But because it's mixed with brown and it's all not just one animal, I got it because I'm not such a fan of animal print as such. But when it's done in a weird way, then I'm a fan. Those embroidered knits that I like? It looks like broderie anglaise. The ones that you find in woven. And it's got that type of embroidery detail everywhere. The holes are not that big. I could just wear it with my skin underneath. Super stretchy. I got enough to make myself a really nice top for this summer because I brought barely any clothes. Backstory why I didn't have space. My mum, when she went to Brazil to see me August, September, just a few months ago, she bought quite a lot of shoes and fabric herself there, and then not everything fit into her luggage. You have a weight limit. So I kept telling her, oh, don't worry, I'll take it to you. I'll bring it to you when I come back at the end of the year. Well, my suitcase was full of her things. I could barely fit any of my clothes in there, like barely. So yeah, I'm on a type of mini capsule wardrobe this summer. Anyway, that's why I didn't bring clothes. But I always knew I could make more if I needed any more. So this is one I really want to make. I think one that I really want to make again is Azalea top from Sinclair Patterns. It's got like a twist situation there. I have one of those in black and I wear it so much. I really need one in navy, and this is a tone of navy that's going to match a lot of my things. So we'll see if I get that done. I know how to sew it. It's really easy once you get around the twist. Like, I still have the construction in my head from when I made it last year. Whatever I'm sewing this summer, it will most likely be a pattern I have already sewn in the past, because I want to maximize my time here to be with my family, just to make the time spent sewing a little less than what it usually would be when I tackle a brand new pattern, It's just the way I'm trying to make the most of my time here, and enjoy life and sew. I have 2 ITY fabrics and I just could not pass up these prints. Now for one of these, I want to make some Palazzo pants from Pattern Emporium, that really wide leg pant. I really love that one because it's got like a flat waistband. It's nicely fitted around the waist and the hips, but then you have amazing wide leg. I don't wear maxi skirts, so those types of wide pants are like my maxi skirts. And look at this print, purple and black. It looks like it was cut on the bias, but it's just been printed that way and it's so beautiful. Either this will become a really cool pair of Palazzo pants I can wear. I'm really loving purple, as you know. I have accessories to match purple, and this was so beautiful. And then I have this other one, which is my classic combo, black, red and white, a bit of gray in there. I got quite a lot of these. I think I got 3 meters of these, so I don't have enough to make whatever I come up with on the day, but the quality is so good. It's medium weight ITY. You find some ITYs that are really thin and flimsy, and there's different qualities. This is so nice, and I'm just, yeah, I don't know what I'll make, but I have it and I'm happy. Now, these next two are different fabrics. I think I'm allowed to share. I've seen it being shared on Instagram stories, so I suppose it's not a secret. Tammy from Love Notions is working on a quilted jacket. She's already started working on the pattern. I won't show line art or anything. It's meant to be made with that nice quilted fabric. I tried looking online in Brazil, and I even purchased a little bit just to see the quality, but it was just way too stiff and heavy. It was more geared towards crafting. So I was just keeping an open mind, thinking, oh, maybe there'll be some in Chile. I highly doubt it, but I found 2. So we shall see. I really love this because they are quilted fabrics, but they're not heavy. They're not really heavy. They're sort of just medium weight. I think it's really pretty. Navy. It's got a few squares like it's been quilted, but it hasn't. I just really love the print. The inside I find hideous. You can see there where the quilting has been done. It's really, really awful on the inside. So I got this cotton with stripe to put on the inside so that you never see the ugly beige. So that's one option. And then I found another one. This one does have a bit of stretch, but it's quite minimal. So I would say this could be like a woven. And look at this, is how the design is quilted. So nice. I'm sure I would want to line this as well, just to have a softer wrong side touching me. I'm hoping it's going to work for the jacket. I'm just happy to have them because they're just really weird fabrics I'm never going to find in Brazil. I found some really lightweight crepes, funny types, and I'm really loving geometric prints right now. This could make you a little bit dizzy if you looked at it too much. So this could be a really nice blouse, and I got quite enough of that. It's navy, red and white. And then I got this other one. This one is a little thinner. I think it's more transparent. That is the print right there. Red, grey, black, white, you know, my typical colors. I really love them. When I go into a shop, if I see that combination out of the corner of my eye, I notice immediately and I'm like, boom, I go there like straight there. And then I found this one really nice. This is a navy. From far away, it's just gonna look like a stripy type print, but it's actually little chains. This lightweight chiffon would be perfect for another ocean dazed oversized shirt from Pattern Emporium like I've shown you yesterday. Perfect. Then the fabric just brings that volume down. So that's what I use that type of fabric for. And then I have some linens. This is a border print. This was actually a linen cotton blend, and it's a border print. This is what is on the end with all the pinks there. And then towards this area of the fabric is this lighter color. So when you fold it like this, these are the selvages here. So on one side of the selvage you have that, on the other one this way. So this is the type of fabric I would cut on the cross grain for sure. Just wash it a few times, make sure it's shrunk all it needs to shrink, and then you just cut it on the cross grain. And I'll probably want the flowery bit to be at the bottom at the hem. It'd have to be lined, whatever I make. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. I can't wait to sew that up. And then I got some linens, actual linens. These are a bit more boring to show, but hey, I got all these colors. Navy, camel, this color. I'd been looking in Brazil for this color for ages and ages, and I found every single color under the sun but camel. I found it here. So I think I have 3.5 meters of the camel. Royal blue, I love that color. I got that, and I got a bit of black. So I'm happy to have them. Maybe I'll get something done with that this summer. Who knows, the plans are up in the air. But I'm just excited to share all this. I have to put it back in the closet where I had it all tidied. You know, what's the point of tidying it if I was gonna film this? I don't know. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I have a really nice weekend planned with my family. My brother, my sister-in-law, my 3 nieces, they're coming over. It's just, yeah, can't wait to see them. And yeah, if you ever remember me, just know that I'm having fun with my family, and that makes my heart just super full. I will still be popping up on the channel with content for you, so don't think I've just disappeared. Don't forget to check out the Fraser cardigan at Love Notions today. It's only $5. That's more than 60% off, and use my code Karina10 for an extra 10% off. That's all from me. Bye.